All right, so the SBL draft lottery has been released. The 8th pick of the SBL draft will actually go to the Bandits just because they have the first seed and they haven't sold anything yet. They haven't waived anyone that much. They haven't done really well for transactions or anything. So yeah, that's why they kept their draft pick at number 8. And they were below the luxury tax. At number 7, the 7th pick goes to the Dallas Bears. They were originally owned by the Chargers just because the Chargers were a new team of the SBL. And actually, it was not just the Chargers that owned the pick. Earlier on, the Rams owned the 7th pick at the start of the season. And considering that, the Chargers have spent their draft pick on a bunch of other star players already in the league, like Tobis, Mackay, Super LJ, Alligator Chicken Legs, Johnny, J2 Raw 2X. So yeah, gave up their first round and their second round. But they still have high expectations to get pick 24, the last pick of the whole SBL draft lottery. But the main reason why they got this 7th pick was because they sold J2 Raw 2X to the Chargers in exchange for the 7th pick. And J2 Raw 2X was their star player at the time. So yeah, at number 6, we got the Bears still. This is because they kept their pick. Also, just because of selling a J2 Raw 2X, they have like more salary cap as possible. That's why they kept their draft pick. At number 5, we got the Syracuse Lions. Nothing special. They have actually waived Tobis, Mackay, and Eaton at the same time. That's why they kept their pick. But they still kept Jamari, D'Lo, and a bunch of other dudes as well. At the 4th pick, we got the Hawks. Formerly, the Chargers were having the pick. But because, the Chargers were a new team, they were going to get the pick. But since the Chargers have now a whole stacked lineup, they can't even get the 4th pick, yeah. So, the 4th pick goes to the Portland Hawks. At number 3, the Rams, of course, they were, the 3rd worst in the whole entire league. All right, and the Royals and the Jaguars, they were tied. But the Royals came out just because they only have one star player and not a lot of, team roster. So that's why. All right, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to show some Brookhaven gameplay about the draft lottery. I think I got something wrong, but yeah. Anyways, the one that I just said earlier was the real draft pick lottery results. So this one was